Okay, back again. My name is Siv. I'm your host for Anesthesia101online.com. This is episode 9, I want to say. So this is more of an update than anything else for the people that's been following me. So it's episode 9. As you know, if you been following me, I've been doing the PhD program, doing the doctorate program, finishing up my end degree. So it's taking a lot of my time, so I can only dedicate certain hours to the day to do my YouTube channel. And on top of that, I just had surgery for my inguinal hernia repair. I just had a left inguinal hernia repair done. So this episode's more of an update for everybody that's following me. So I'll just keep everybody abreast of what's going on in my life and what's going on with the doctorate program and along with the anesthesia online program that I have for you guys. So this is more of an update than anything else. So the doctorate program, it's coming along great. Just finished up my first year, so I'm excited because this will be year 2. I'll be a sophomore. Well, it's a 3-year program, so I'm attending online classes for a PhD in instructional management and leadership. That's courtesy of Robert Morris University. Woohoo! Robert Morris, thank you. Let me in. So I'm actually in the doctorate online program. So I am excited for that. They allowed me to be in that program. So as you know, if you have read my book, The Pathway to Success and Wealth, I wasn't the smartest guy. I'm excited just to actually be in the space of being a doctorate candidate. So I'm excited for that. So first year down, 1 in the bag. We got 2 more to go. I'll be done by June 2021. I want to start around there. So I'm excited. Class will start again this Friday. Today's date is January, what do we look at? January 8th, 2019 now. Happy New Year. I didn't get to see most of you for the holidays and New Year. Happy New Year. And had a good, hopefully you guys had a good holiday. Enjoyed most of the family, enjoyed the time off. So we're in a new year. We're going to kick it off right. So 2019 will be my 2nd year. So you want to think of it my junior year for my doctorate journey. So if you haven't followed me yet, follow me on sisavathdouangsavanh.com. That's where I put on my blog. I'm going to stop putting my blogs for my doctorate program. And also just a little hint, I'll put something there, something extra special I'm working on also as a different means to finance my entrepreneurship that I'm doing as far as my business. So you can't have everything. Education there, I'm not knocking education because I'm at the pinnacle of education in my doctorate program. So we're going to go ahead and finish up this doctorate degree, finish my education, and from there I'm going to move along with the business aspect also. So that's how I'm doing with that. So on to the actual episode for today will be the anesthesia part of how I got the hernia and walk you through that, and we'll give you more of an anesthesia angle for that. Let you in more on what's been going on in my life. So I had this hernia repair, inguinal hernia repair, lifting weights. I was going to anesthesia school, trying to stay healthy, lifting, doing cardio, everything. It's going pretty heavy, doing squats. Probably for most of you, 225 is not that much of a weight, but I only weigh like 165 pounds, so I'm like 5'9", so 225 is actually pretty heavy for me. I don't know how it happened. Took a shower, came out of the bathroom one day, and I noticed a bulge in my left groin. I'm like, what the heck is this? So I thought I'd end up with that hernia. Went to go see a surgeon, saw my primary doctor. They basically left it up to me. It's small, I'm active. If you're going to get it repaired, then you're going to be restricted and you're going to be bedbound, for which I am right now, past 3 days. So I would have been stuck in bed for all this most of the time. And as far as the timing would have been off, because I was at the time, I just got done with school, starting to make a little bit of money, got my CRNA license, so just got done with that. So it would have been in poor timing. And it's elective surgery. So it's for those that are lucky enough that it's still elective, get it done early, so that way it doesn't manifest as something different or something harder. Anyway, so fast forward 2 years, bought a house, moved in, and I remember the surgeon telling me, it starts to bother you, it starts to hurt, you have some bowel changes, then come on and see me. And that's what started happening. I started having pain, especially when I was drinking and when I had to go to the bathroom, or, certain days it just give me problems where I couldn't go to the bathroom, like, have bowel movements properly. It was coming out in strips. So I know it was too much information, but that's what it is. So after that, I scheduled my surgery. He wanted to do it during the holidays with November break and December break. Of course, I was still doing my doctorate, and I told him, like, I really can't with the holidays and the school. I really can't. So I pushed it off till this month. So everything's done. I made sure everything's in order as far as, like, get my disability in order, get my insurance, my vacation days in order just before this surgery happens. Because this surgery requires, yes, it's an outpatient surgery, and it's elective, but the only stipulation is you're going to be off for 6 weeks, not be able to lift anything more than 10 to 15 pounds. So a laptop, my old laptop right here that I'm using right now, probably weighs about 15 pounds because it has a CD-ROM drive, DVD on the side. So, I'm thinking, geez. So I had to make sure everything was in order before I had surgery. Finally had the surgery Friday. Today's Tuesday, so I just had the surgery Friday. Went in, came out. It was about an hour-long surgery. Came out. First night was, oh man, it was sore. It was sore. It hurt it. I wasn't nauseous. It was just straight up sore. Everything hurt it. Moving around. I mean, I didn't realize how much we use our core to move around, get up out of bed, go to the bathroom, use the toilet, stuff like that. So you'll feel it. Don't let them kid you. It is an outpatient surgery, but it's quite an experience. So as far as the anesthesia angle, let me tell you, now I can actually say that, to my patients that I've been there, I've been on your side, that I know what it feels like to be placed on the general anesthesia. Basically, it was because it was laparoscopic. So they came in the morning, checked in, got my IV started. Thankfully, I had a great team. I actually requested for certain anesthetists and certain anesthesiologists to do my surgery. And then, of course, I elected my surgeon, which is great. He's been doing this for years. So kudos to him. So went in about 7 in the morning. About an hour later, I was done by 9:30. Finally woke up. I mean, the strangest thing is, like, they give you the Versed, and from the time they give you the Versed, I get to the room, I move over from the stretcher to the operating table, and I remember just laying there, and they're putting all the leads on me, and they put the mask on, and I guess that's when the propofol went in, because after that, I don't remember anything. Started breathing on the mask, and that was it. It felt like 10 minutes, but my wife said I was in there for an hour. And next thing you know, I woke up in the recovery room. I just woke up like, what the heck? What just happened? Like 10 minutes later, I felt like it was over. So it's the weirdest thing. Like, now you can actually vouch to my patients, say, hey, I've been there. I've gone through what you've gone through. And, for you being under general anesthesia, for you, it will feel like minutes. It won't feel like hours on end. And that's when I woke up in the recovery room. I was like, that was it. It's pretty fast. And, of course, when we started moving around, the nurses started getting, the recovery room nurses started me get to eat something, drink something. Then I started feeling the incision, like, oh yeah, I know what they did now. It's like, it was sore, but it wasn't painful. It was tolerable. In fact, as soon as we got out of the hospital, I was so hungry. I went to grab a sandwich at Panera Bread. One of my favorite places to study. I posted on Instagram too that I love going there, just because that's something I adapted to when I was doing my studies, studying for the boards. That, like, eating at cafes, Starbucks might be your thing, but for me, Panera Bread's more readily available, and you can pretty much stay there all day. So anyway, grabbed a sandwich, got back, had a little something to eat, rested around 2 o'clock. My wife went to pick up the kids from school, and then I started moving. I was like, oh my God, this thing hurts. So around 2 o'clock, I texted that you gotta give me some pain meds. This is killing me. So whatever they gave me during the operation, it worked because I was able to go home, feeling comfortable, got home, not nauseous. But when that medicine wore off, oh boy, you better get something ready. So word of advice is take some meds before it wears off. So just ask the nurses or anesthesiologists, the nurse who gave you the medicine last, say, hey, when did you give that medicine last? And because you're in anesthesia, you already know what the half-life is, that you'll be able to estimate what time you can take the next pain medicine. So he didn't come on as strong if I thought ahead to like take the medicine before. So that would have helped a lot, But yeah, you live and learn. But the next few days, all I did was rested. I mean, I'm a pretty anxious guy, so I staying flat. But those next 2 days was horrible. Just watching TV, relaxing, and playing my phone. Then the third day, I think I was able to move around. The stitches came off. Finally took a shower. Felt good there. They tell you not to scrub the area because you can still see the area. It's got a small, looks like a Vicro, and they probably put some Duoderm on it. I mean, Dermavon that's on there. So it looks good. So, I'm moving around a little bit. Still sore. I'm not trying to take the pain meds as much because, as you know, with the pain meds, you can get pretty constipated with that. And with that, luckily, I learned from the pain medicine incident where you take it when you need it. You kind of take it before you need it. So with the constipation, I took the Marilax and I took the Ducalox and pills. So I was good there. A couple of days later, I was able to move my bowels. I felt great because the gas insufflation, it fills up your belly. You feel pretty bloated. I feel like every time I ate, it felt like I was stretching my belly. And I'm not a heavy set guy. So for those of you that say, hey, hernia only happens to people that's heavy set or that work out, one of the exceptions to the rule. I'm not heavy set. I work out. I'm pretty thin. But it's just the fact that I was going too heavy too fast is what happened to me. So I'm moving around. I'm doing okay. Taking my Motrin now. Just no more narcotics. I don't want to take any more. I'm not a drug guy. I'd rather just take them, any NSAIDs that I can get rather than some kind of narcotic. And then, spacing out as long as I can. So I'm coming along. Maybe by week's end, I'm checking out all the YouTube channels about how to get back into working out again after surgery. So I'm not going to push it too much because when I hear that the surgeon said I had a big hernia, it was pretty big, and left it alone for too long. I think I left it for 2 years. So like I said, if you guys can do this early, time it right, because you're going to be out for 6 weeks. Get your vacations in order, get your sick time in order before you have the surgery, because you will be out for 6 weeks. I mean, you can't lift anything more than 10, 15 pounds. I don't know. A jug of milk's 15 pounds. I don't know. So that's my experience with that. So I'm coming along with that. Like I said, I'll post this stuff more on my blog. We'll do more of this stuff on the blog, and I'll do different things with the blog, separate from the anesthesia part. But I'll try to keep this as an anesthesia angle because you guys are here. I'm glad that you guys joined me for the anesthesia part. But this is a little update again to my online classes. So thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you next time.